the guy that saved my life, I ended up finally meeting him like 18 years after the accident. But I ended up meeting the guy that actually saved my life 18 years later. And he told me that there's one thing about that day that he can't ever forget. And he told me, I didn't know I ran back into the fire. He said that you ran back in, you were screaming for him and you ran back through the fire. He had to go back in to get me again, burning him also, as he's running through it. And when he pulled me out, the ambulance was finally there, and then they put me in the ambulance. And he said, by the time it was all done and said, he said the one thing that haunts him about that day was my bloody handprints on his shirt. He said, I had the smallest hands, and they were just perfect, like on his shirt. And he said that that's the one thing of that day that he'll never forget.
Damn.
So for 18 years, I was lied to by a man that claimed that he saved my life. So after the accident, his family reached out to me and said, oh, yeah, my brother's the one that saved you, blah, 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 blah. He wants to meet you. Well, when I get to their house, everyone's there except for him. And I'm like, well, why isn't he here? And they're like, oh, he said he was too traumatized to meet you, this, that, blah, 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 blah. So I put a rant out on Facebook, and the mom of my first love messages me, calls me and says, hey, she's like, I don't think that's the guy that saved your life. Now, mind you, her and we never talked about the accident. And she goes, I don't think that's the guy that saved your life. And I was like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. She goes, let me make a phone call. She makes a phone call. Sure enough, it's these two brothers. And they're like, they got an award. They did this. They did that. Like, that's not the guy that saved your life. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's why he didn't want to meet you.
Like, to be able to, like, that haunted me for years, to not be able to say thank you to the man that saved my life. And I ended up going to meeting him. And then he said that he was trying to get my mic out, and his brother Howie was the one that saved me. So I reached out to Howie, asked if he wanted to meet me, and he said absolutely. So I ended up going and meeting him and his wife. But it was a one and only, because I think that after he told me, what haunts him, I think seeing me, it triggers that day. So I got to meet him once.